Greetings to everyone out there in the NoDQ galaxy. Welcome to the NoDQ live recap of Smackdown Live for July 30th, 2019. Real quick before we get started, shout out to Oofman Rules, who is the current reigning and defending NoDQ Super Chat Champion of the world. For those of you that send in a $5 or more Super Chat donation tonight, you get to be the NoDQ Super Chat Champion. You can plug anything you would like. You can ask me any questions. You can go off topic. But for everyone else, if you're going to send in a Super Chat, I do ask that you stick to the topic as we go along with this recap. Let's go ahead and get started. We kicked off this week's SmackDown Live with the best in the world, Shane McMahon, who was not there at the arena. He did a cell phone video promo saying that he would not be part of this week's SmackDown Live, and the fans can blame Kevin Owens for that. Shane then talked about how he has a life coach who has helped him feel peaceful. I wonder if the life coach is Jinder Mahal. Hey, there you go. There's an idea to get Jinder Mahal back into WWE storylines. Make Jinder Mahal a life coach. He could be Shane McMahon's life coach. There you go. I just gave WWE an idea that they will probably not even consider. Anyways, Shane said that he was feeling really good. This led to Kevin Owens coming out. Owens started sarcastically saying, "We can all get through this together with Shane McMahon not being there. We'll somehow survive. We'll somehow move on without Shane on SmackDown Live." But then, of course, Owens got serious, saying that it's all good that Shane's not there because SmackDown can finally be about the talent and not Shane's stupid face. Little reference to Randy Orton there. More on that later. And then we had Owens talk about how after SummerSlam, it will no longer be Shane McMahon's show. It will be the Kevin Owens show. Hoof-Hearted with a $5 Super Chat. So congratulations, Hoof-Hearted. First new NoDQ Super Chat Champion of the world. Hold up the championship for him right there. There you go. He says, another crappy F- show. Once again, they don't deliver on an advertisement twice. They do this every damn week. When AEW gets here, I am done, he says. Hoof-Hearted is done with WWE when AEW gets started. So there you go. That coming from the brand new NoDQ Super Chat Champion, Hoof-Hearted. We had Drew McIntyre come out to interrupt Kevin Owens, and Drew McIntyre taking a page out of Botchamania with the simple line, "You talk too much." I'm guessing that will be on future editions of Botchamania. Drew McIntyre then proceeded to attack Kevin Owens and said that Shane McMahon put them in a match. We had a fairly lengthy match between these two. Kevin Owens hit the Stone Cold Stunner on the announce table, got Drew back into the ring, super kick, and then another stunner to pick up the victory. Sucks to be Drew McIntyre, who's basically the fall guy to build up to Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. Again, shouldn't it be the opposite? Shouldn't it be Shane McMahon doing the job to Kevin Owens to build up Kevin Owens versus Drew McIntyre? What do I know? Psycho Jet Black with a $2 Super Chat. No comment, but he did just leave a $2 Super Chat. So thank you for that, Psycho Jet Black. I do appreciate it. And I do not call it the KO Stunner. As far as I'm concerned, it is the Stone Cold Stunner. It's too iconic of a move to be duplicated. Some moves like a flying elbow drop, a frog splash, there's a lot of variations of it. I'm fine if you want to use that same move, but Stone Cold Stunner, it's such an iconic move. I'm not a fan of it. Just my opinion, though. We had a backstage promo with Dolph Ziggler, and he said if anybody has a problem as to what he did to Shawn Michaels, he's got 2 words for them. Too bad. He brought up Mick Foley and how Mick Foley was one of the legends that showed up when he doesn't belong, and he paid the price for it. Mick Foley not belonging led to him getting taken out by the Fiend Bray Wyatt. And then again, Dolph Ziggler, he just loves playing with fire here. He loves stirring the pot. He said, "Have you seen Goldberg's last match?" And then he also brought up The Miz, saying The Miz isn't even the best wrestler in his own house. Ouch. That might be the savage line of the night so far. By the way, we need a savage line of the night. We haven't had one in a while here on the NoDQ stream, so we got to get something going here. We got to get something a brewing. Colin Andrew with a $5 super chat. He says, do you see Shane McMahon trying to get Sami Zayn in his pocket? Hashtag NoDQ NXT team. Well, why do you need Shane McMahon and Sami Zayn together? Why do you need Sami Zayn being Shane McMahon's lapdog when Drew McIntyre is already in that role? Sami is, I guess, doing fine on his own, although we'll get to Sami here in just a minute. There might be something for Sami Zayn coming up fairly soon. But anyways, congratulations to my man from the NoDQ NXT team, Colin Andrew, your brand new, reigning, and defending NoDQ Super Chat Champion of the World. All right, let's move on here. Dolph Ziggler finished his promo by saying that Finn Balor, his opponent for SmackDown, is living in the past, being all angry about the legends being disrespected. And then Dolph Ziggler said, "You are looking at the future." Next up, we had Bayley and Ember Moon versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. This was one of the big head-scratching moments of the show for me. So first of all, Bayley said that Ember Moon will regret it if she attacks her again like last week. Since they're tag team partners, Bayley was like, you better watch it. We had this match, and I'm thinking, okay, to me, this is a no-brainer. Ember Moon picks up the win here to build her up for the championship match. After all, she's been not booked very strongly in recent months, and all of a sudden she's getting this title match. So, yeah, have Ember Moon pin Alexa Bliss or pin Nikki Cross, build her up, credible challenger. No brainer. Guess what? Didn't happen. Ember Moon got beat. Alexa Bliss pinned Ember Moon with Twisted Bliss. I shit you not. Why? Whose bright idea was this? Was this Eric Bischoff? Was this Vince? Who was responsible for this? I don't understand it. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, they lost a 2-on-1 handicapped match to Bayley at the pay-per-view, and now they beat Ember Moon, who was supposed to be the challenger for the World Championship, the greatest female superstar of the world on SmackDown, at SummerSlam. What? I just don't know what to say about this. This was really dumb. Really dumb booking decision. Anyways, after the match, to throw salt in the wound to make things even worse, Bayley lays out Ember Moon with a Bayley to belly. And the crowd actually did boo this a bit, which was interesting. Maybe they were just fed up with the entire storyline. I don't know. But yeah, way to make your number one contender look like a complete joke. At TGS says EC3 is so thick. CCCCC. Well, you are right. You are right about that, TJS. EC3 is indeed very thick. He is a thick man. So now we got the Alistair Black promo. That's right. Alistair Black is back to doing his backstage with the lights turned off. Somebody forgot to pay the electric bill promo where he saluted Cesaro, but he's ready to write the next chapter of his book. He wants somebody else to pick a fight with him. Why is this still a thing? I thought we were done with this now. I thought you had your 3 months where you didn't know what to do with the guy, so you did those promos, and now you got him on TV again, but we're back to it again. Really? Psycho Jet Black with a $2 super chat says, Why did Rikishi do it for The Rock? Well, Rikishi did it for the people. He did it for his people, the Samoan people, who were apparently all held down in WWE, which is pretty much the most laughable thing ever. I mean, even more so now than back then. But even back then, I mean, the Samoans always got pushed, and for Rikishi to say, oh, well, the Samoans never got pushed really strong in WWE, that was pretty much the most ridiculous promo ever. At the time, of course, there were far more worse ones in recent years, but that was pretty bad back then. Next up, we had Sami Zayn cutting a promo about Alistair Black and saying that Alistair doesn't need a fight. He needs to be beaten and exposed. And Sami Zayn said he is going to do it. So there you go, guys. SummerSlam kickoff, probably. We're going to have Sami Zayn versus Alistair Black. Or maybe we'll have the Intercontinental Championship. More on that here in a few minutes. And then, finally, the big moment we've all been waiting for after 2 weeks of hype and no delivery. Finally tonight, Daniel Bryan with his career-altering announcement, which was nothing. Daniel Bryan said absolutely nothing, had 5 seconds of TV time. If you blinked, you missed it. Where's this going? I don't know. And unfortunately, it has gotten to the point where I no longer care. Next up, speaking of caring about something and starting to not care about something, we had the King's Court with Trish Stratus. Jerry Lawler got a pretty good reaction, as you would expect in Memphis, Tennessee. Trish came out, and I guess Lawler brought her, and I'm just guessing here. I'm not sure the storyline reasoning exactly why Trish was here, but I guess it's because she missed Raw Reunion due to being on vacation, and Jerry Lawler wanted to bring her on and get her thoughts on Raw Reunion. They talked about the moments, Kelly winning the 24/7 championship. And then Lawler asked her the $1 million question. Ha 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 ha. The $1 million question, straight out of Ted DiBiase's playbook, asking her, will she come back for one more match? Trish was like, she will always have the itch to do it. However, now she's a mom and she has mom stuff to do. And pretty much right on cue when she says this, Charlotte comes out, pretty much expected here. I mean, this is the world's worst kept secret that this match was going down. Charlotte got into the ring, said the whole mom thing is an excuse because a lot of women in WWE are moms and they're still working. Charlotte then officially challenged Trish to the match at SummerSlam in Toronto. Trish did not respond, and then Charlotte made sure to make it personal, saying that Charlotte saying that Trish could not hang with the Queen, and therefore Trish should just go home and go back to changing diapers. Trish then had all she could stands. She could stands no more. She said that Charlotte is just being a bitch. She used the word bitch, easy pop 101, just like doing those pull-apart brawls. You say the word bitch, you're almost certain to get a big crowd pop. I'm not sure why Trish needed it, but she said it. Had to throw the B word out there to get the pop. And then she said, to beat the woman, you gotta beat the woman. To be the woman, you gotta beat the woman. Trish brought up how if it wasn't for her, Charlotte would not have been able to trailblaze the women's division. And then Trish finished the promo by saying, you want the match at SummerSlam? You got it. I thought this was pretty weak. I thought it just didn't pack the punch that I was really hoping for. Nobody, to me, really nailed it. I mean, Trish and Jerry Lawler, I thought that their exchange was pretty awkward. And Charlotte came out there. She was all right, but the whole thing just felt very forced, thrown together. Not much passion behind it. It was very cookie cutter to me. Didn't really feel authentic. Didn't really have that passion that you would expect and that intensity. So yeah, I was pretty disappointed with it. Felt very rushed and very lackluster. Next up, we had a Firefly Funhouse segment with Rambling Rabbit talking about Finn Balor. And then all of a sudden, Bray Wyatt scared off the rabbit and started laughing like a madman and then used the 3 words, "Let me in." This led to Finn Balor versus Dolph Ziggler. Finn Balor just coming off of a flu bug over the weekend. He was actually hospitalized for it and missed the WWE Smackdown, whatever the hell it was called. I was at a Queen concert, so I did not see Smackville, and I almost thought for a split second that WWE was going to do something shocking and actually maybe do a title change at Smackville. That was very foolish of me to think that, but I was feeling like WWE is going to pull this on me. I go to a Queen concert, and this is going to be the time that they do something big at a glorified house show. They ended up not doing it. I had absolutely nothing to worry about. The real reason WWE did that special was to do a live stream test run for the brand new WWE Network. What do you guys think about that, by the way? Like a lot of things, my attitude is if it's not broken, don't fix it. I prefer the old network layout, but WWE's gotta change with the times, I guess. But yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of the upgrade. Maybe it'll grow on me. Same thing with Twitter. Like the desktop Twitter now is basically just the mobile Twitter, which to me, it's a lot more difficult to get things done on the new Twitter. So there's my little side rant here. Not a fan of the new Twitter. Not a fan of the new WWE Network. So there you go. Moving on here, we had the Finn Balor versus Dolph Ziggler match. Lights went out, Bray Wyatt appeared and then disappeared, and due to that distraction, Dolph Ziggler won with Sweet Chin Music. That's right, Dolph Ziggler still doing the Shawn Michaels routine. I have no idea where this is going. Is Dolph Ziggler fighting Shawn Michaels? Probably not. SummerSlam's less than 2 weeks away, so I think that would be a waste of a match to announce it so close to the pay-per-view. So I don't know where this is going, and again, I really don't care. I really don't. I am very much indifferent to it. I have little to no interest in this storyline. Moving on here, we had Shinsuke Nakamura, Shin as I like to call him, versus Ali. And Ali picked up the win with a roll-up, a fruit roll-up. Same thing I always say every week. I don't have a problem with the challenger beating the champion to build up the challenger and say, hey, this guy is the one who's worthy of a title match. Problem is, Nakamura hasn't done jack as champion. He won the title, and he hasn't really done much of anything since. You got to build up your champion before you start having him job to the challengers to set up a match. So, yeah, not a fan of this booking. It's the same old crap. Up to this point, like, SmackDown doesn't feel like a different show at all. Really doesn't. Then we had the Randy Orton and Kofi Kingston video package, which I thought was maybe the best thing of the entire show. They kept referencing that match from 2010 where Randy Orton called Kofi Kingston stupid. And Randy Orton said that Kofi Kingston is stupid for thinking he could hang with him. And then Orton brought up what happened earlier this year, how Kofi only got that WrestleMania spot because Orton hurt Ali. And Kofi's stupid for thinking that he can beat Randy Orton at SummerSlam. This was the best thing on the show, in my opinion. This was a really good video package. I liked it. Good stuff. And then, of course, New Day had to turn it into comedy. Thank you, Caitlin, for banning that guy. We had a New Day promo. Xavier Woods talked about how Kofi Kingston versus AJ Styles could be a main event anywhere in the world, including Hyrule. And then Kofi Kingston said, SmackDown is now the palace of positivity. It's no longer the house that AJ Styles built. This led to Kofi Kingston versus AJ Styles, and WWE was hyping up this Roman Reigns announcement. Roman Reigns was going to announce his opponent for SummerSlam. I guess Roman Reigns is the big dog after all. He can handpick his opponents for the pay-per-views. We had a brawl breakout. The OC saved AJ Styles from getting beaten by Kofi Kingston. Everyone was fighting. Kofi did a dive onto the OC, and then AJ Styles went for the phenomenal forearm and then got hit with the tip, aka the Trouble in Paradise, to beat AJ Styles. So Kofi Kingston continuing to beat everybody in WWE. Virtue's probably just rolling his eyes at this Kofi Kingston push and what happened here on SmackDown once again with Kofi Kingston beating everybody, which makes sense for the WWE champion to beat everybody, but do we really buy into Kofi Kingston as the guy that can beat everybody? I mean, does Kofi Kingston really look like a guy that is the best in the world? A guy that would win a fight against anybody you put him against? Does Kofi Kingston look the part? A guy throwing pancakes around. Do you buy into him as the ultimate badass, the best of the best? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Hello everyone, I'm back. Sorry for that. That's how crazy I'm getting now, how worked up I'm getting here. I'm okay, everybody. I'm okay. Let's go ahead and finish this review, which there really isn't much left to say. We had Roman Reigns. He was backstage walking, and this is awkward in itself because this never happens, where Roman Reigns is about to be interviewed and he's just walking backstage, and when he gets close to Kayla Braxton, I think, I'm not sure which one it was, Roman was walking, and then all of a sudden this rigging device got tipped over on him, and this was a very awkward looking segment where we had 4 or 5 different quick camera cuts, and the thing fell on him in an awkward way, and all these officials came in to check on him, and Roman Reigns got up basically unscathed. So it's what was the point of the segment? Roman Reigns got attacked by some mystery person, but he wasn't even fazed by it. He got up and walked away. He didn't even need medical attention. Okay. I guess the storyline is who attempted to do it, who attempted to take out Roman Reigns and failed. So who's the loser that couldn't even put him out of action? That's the storyline now. This ending, I don't even know what to say about it. It was one of the, I don't know. It was bad. It was bad. Psycho Jet Black with a $2 super chat says, does WWE regret turning Strowman heel in 2018? I would think that most people would consider it to be a mistake. I don't know if Vince considers it to be a mistake. Who knows? It's really hard to say. Yeah, this Roman Reigns thing, how hard would it have been to just have Roman Reigns walk up and then he's confronted by Braun Strowman, no words exchanged, show goes off the air, bam, you got your SummerSlam match. Or any other guy who's up towards the top just stands there, stare down with Roman Reigns. That's all you need to do. Keep it simple. Why do this hokey angle where the guy doesn't even succeed in injuring Roman Reigns? This was dumb. Dumb way to end the show. Let's go ahead and do the letter grade for SmackDown. I actually thought Raw was a better show. I thought SmackDown was okay overall. few highlights here, but I have to say most of the stuff made me less interested in SummerSlam than more interested. So I am going to give this show a C. Average show, very average SmackDown. Not good, not terrible, just okay. But yeah, not a lot on this show that really got me excited for SummerSlam, other than the Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton promo, the video package. I thought that was good. The Bray Wyatt stuff was fine. Although I really feel Balor needs to be the demon for this. Like, if he's just regular Finn Balor, I don't care about this match. Now, if he is the demon, I still expect him to lose, but at least it adds a little bit more intrigue to the match. But at least we got to see Bray do something, unlike Raw. So that was a positive as well. All right, so Kayfabe Candy Ass gives the show a C. Curtis Butler with a C+. CC Drink with a C. Zach with a C+. The Gameson 100 with a C. Chris Mace with a C-. Michael Wayne with a C+, Media One Software with a C, and Colin Andrew with a C. So a lot of C's for the SmackDown. Yeah, very average show in my opinion. And a $5 super chat from Colin Andrew. So congratulations to Colin Andrew. I got the belt upside down. Brand new, no DQ, super chat champion of the universe or the galaxy. Whatever you prefer. And he says, one more time for the people, support my series, The Chopping Block. Check it out, folks. Colin Andrew on Twitter. Look him up. Check out The Chopping Block. And Darren Frazier with a $2 super chat says, do you think that they will do HBK versus Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania? Well, that seems a long way from right now. I know WWE has in the past set up big matches in advance, but I'm not sure if they've ever really, other than maybe Hogan versus Savage, there aren't a lot of matches where they built up 1 year in advance. Rock versus Cena is another one, but not that many. I suppose it's possible, and maybe Sean agreed to do WrestleMania, but I'll believe it when I see it. It's one of those scenarios where, I don't know. I'm not sure if this is leading to anything. A lot of times WWE does these angles and they go nowhere, and they're just building up something that isn't going to happen. Just like when Shawn Michaels and Daniel Bryan was teased back in 2013, and that went absolutely nowhere. So, don't know. That's all I got for SmackDown, everybody. I will go ahead and wrap up this video. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting. Stay tuned to NoDQ.com for the very latest news. Pick up a shirt, NoDQ.com/shirts. We also have baseball caps on there. We have hoodies. We have tank tops. And, of course, several new t-shirt designs. Head over there, NoDQ.com/shirts. RSVP to the NoDQ meetup in Toronto. NoDQ.com/Toronto. That's all I got for tonight. And shout out to my man, Colin Andrew, for being the final NoDQ Super Chat champion of the evening. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time.